Alright, here we go. Alexa,
How come I can't see us there?
play that funky music. It's flipped.
So we're on it, but we can't see us?
Yeah, it's just opposite. Why, you want to see yourself?
Oh, it's on the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes when you see it, it's okay.
Alright, episode 5. How we feeling?
Ready to go. Made myself a drink. Pumped up tonight. Made myself my...
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need
Yeah.
my coffee.
Yeah, I made myself a nice Absolute and grapefruit.
Let's go. I
Ready
got
to
my
go.
coffee.
First one all week long. Ready for this game tonight.
Yeah? You ready?
Yeah, it's nice to, Thursday, nice day. Get the TV on out in the backyard.
Alright, let's roll. So, a couple of topics we're going to go over. We're obviously going to hit upon the Celtics and the Patriots. We're going to talk about Cam's return. We're going to talk about the Golden State Warriors. And we're going to have a little discussion about Brady and LeBron. As well as Chuck's hot picks. So, first...
Well, I figured we were talking about the Pats and the Celtics. You're catching me. That's okay. I'm ready. I don't care. I don't need time for anything. I can.
Well,
I'm not like Stephen Smith. I'm not like Stephen Smith. Okay, he already knows 90% of the questions, 95% of the questions are coming up front. These guys are all told what the topics are beforehand. Then they get all their stats together and stuff like that. When me and Stephen Smith get together, there's going to be no notes beforehand. No one's going to know what the topics are. Okay, no one's going to know. All right, here we go.
All right, so you said a couple, I think it was either the first or the second podcast, you said the Celtics are going down and the Patriots are going up. And clearly you're kind of predicting the future here because the Celtics are looking pretty crappy and the Patriots, I don't know, everyone's kind of giving them some high praise, but I just wanted to know your thoughts on both the Celtics and the Patriots.
Well, I'm a big one for... the problem with today's athletes, fans, and sportscasters and commentators, it's all this instant gratification. And the reason I'm getting into this is that, yes, I did say that I thought the Pats were going up, and I did think the Celtics were going down, no doubt about it. The Celtics have proven me right to this point. The Patriots have proved me right to this point. That was my opinion at the time, okay? That doesn't mean the Pats couldn't fall flat on their face. That doesn't mean the Celtics couldn't take off, okay? There's too much attention put on this instant gratification about what somebody does for a week or whatever. I'm not going to dissect here because I could pick up team after team and quarterback after quarterback that, this guy's great for this 2 weeks and then he's under. Let's get the Celtics. There's no doubt about it. I predicted the Celtics would fall back.
They shot 11 of, I think I told you this, they shot 11 of 41 last night on threes, and I'm pretty sure they're on track for the most threes in franchise history.
Well, you're right in my backyard. I'm not a big fan of the three-point shot to begin with, okay? And we'll talk about Kory in a while, but, most of these, three-point shots were great for these AAU teams that are running down court. These AAU teams are playing for colleges, no defense, fast break, shooting the threes. Okay, but when I said the Pats were when the Celtics were going down, number one, I said they were going down long before Brown ever got injured. Long before Brown got injured, I said they were going down. And the reason for that, okay, is because as the season started off, the first 4, 5, 6 games, they were doing as much as the coach came out early in the season, and it looked like he was going to have some cannolis that Stevens didn't have coming after these players, okay? He's proven to fall right back, no different than Brad Stevens, okay? It's an AAU goddamn team. They look to fast break. They don't want to play defense, okay? And they're right back to their, I knew they were going down, okay? At some point in time, someone's got to wake up, and they don't want to play defense, okay? I'm going to pick on Marcus Smart again, okay? I mean, you tell me they're going to shoot the most threes, okay? Where does it say?
You know, he has the record for most threes in Celtics franchise history. He made 11 in a game.
Okay, how come basketball players? Why are basketball players isolated to think that they can play all aspects of the game? Okay, I mean, why do you think every basketball player isn't a defensive player? Some are better defensively, some are better offensively. Some can shoot threes, some can shoot foul shots, some can drive to the hoop. Okay, I mean, a quarterback can do certain things, and some can run, some can't run. Okay, receivers can do certain things. Okay, asking Marcus Smart to shoot threes is like asking Wade Boggs to steal bases. How many bases would Wade Boggs try to steal before the manager would grab him by the collar and say, what are you talking about? You're like a turtle down there. Wade Boggs didn't steal bases. Manny Ramirez didn't steal bases. Yogi Berra didn't steal bases. Okay? These guys didn't. It wasn't part of the game. Why can't somebody wake up and smell the roses and sit there and say, 3-point shooters, okay, are one thing. Marcus Smart is not a 3-point shooter, as are some other guys that are on that team. Okay? And it just... like I said to you before, okay, how many times is a guy going to walk down the street, okay, naked before the police are going to arrest him, okay? Otherwise, something's wrong with the neighborhood. What are they letting this guy roam around for? Okay, Marcus Smart is being allowed to go out there, okay, and continue to shoot threes along with half this other goddamn team. They're going to break a record, okay, for field goal percentage on 3-point shots. It's deplorable. It's just deplorable, okay? There's no doubt about it, okay? And at some point in time, when is somebody going to grab Marcus Smart by the throat and say, sit on the goddamn bench if you throw up another three? The guy from San Antonio wouldn't allow him to do that. I think Steve Kerr wouldn't allow. You think Steve Kerr would allow Draymond Green to throw up all those threes all over the place? Okay? There's no way he would do that, okay? Marcus Smart by the throat and say, sit on the goddamn bench if you throw up another three. The guy from San Antonio wouldn't allow him to do that. I think Steve Kerr wouldn't allow. You think Steve Kerr would allow Draymond Green to throw up all those threes all over the place? Okay? There's no way he would do that, okay? So, and by the way, Marcus Smart is not a starting guard, okay? He's a tough son of a bitch. I want him on my team. He's a tough son of a bitch. He can play defense, okay? And he can shoot foul shots. I'd sit there and say, know what to do? Play some defense and drive to the hoop every goddamn time. Tatum's out there warming up, shooting these setback threes and all this other stuff, warming up, okay? The minute the ball is thrown in bounds, Jason Tatum already knows what shot he's going to take. It's already predetermined in his mind. This time down, I'm going to take this shot. He's going to take that shot no matter what the defense is or anything else like that. But you know something? They're making their millions of dollars. Nobody's going to stop them. It goes back to it again. Until Danny Ainge or the owners dump Brad Stevens and get a basketball guy in there with some cannolis and dump this goddamn coach, they're going nowhere. That's why I said, are they going to, probably this week they'll go out and win 4 of the next 5, and somebody will say, Medici's crazy, whatever. When the dust settles, they're done with. Marcus Smart isn't a rookie anymore. He's been around. He's never going to be a 3-point shooter shot. I mean, look at the other night. This guy Pritchard. What did he play, a minute or two the other night? They went 11 for 41. He may be the best 3-point shooter on the team, and he played 1 minute. He played 1 minute, for crying out loud, okay? They are absolutely going nowhere. They're an embarrassment. Tatum is just out there, okay? He's not going to... He's just going to continue to do his thing. Oh, and by the way, this got nothing to do with Brown. They were playing terrible before Brown went out. Okay? So all Brown's going to do is come back and take over all the shots that, what's the guy? Who's the guy that replaced,
Langford?
No, the guy that replaced, Brown. He put up 38 points. He put up 25.
Absolutely no clue.
Oh my God, the guy for the Celtics. Come on, he put up, they got him in the guy they picked up, he was going to get $8 million a year to go sign. Schroeder, okay? I mean, he's taking
You're telling me Schroeder replaced Brown?
He's replacing him in the backcourt starting. He's replacing him while Brown is out.
Schroeder's a point guard.
Yeah, but he's replacing him in the lineup. Schroeder has taken Brown's... First of all, this thing about point guards, okay? Schroeder's not a point guard. Marcus Smart's not a point guard, okay? A point guard is a guy brings the ball up, distributes the ball, okay? Drives to the hoop, penetrates, dishes off. Magic Johnson drove to the hoop, dished off, gave guys easy shots. 90% of Marcus Smart's assists, okay, I could go out there and whip the ball around or out in the wing there and some guy hits a three. Okay, I'm picking on Marcus Smart. There's a lot of other problems. Okay, the guy who's probably playing the best ball out there right now is Horford. Horford's going 7 for 10 every game, 7 for 9, 7 for 10. Okay, all right. Although he's very, very soft spoken.
Soft-spoken.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you know, they're in. It's like I was listening. They went out there and that's what I mean. Marcus Smart went out there and talked about that. I was listening to Stephen Smith one day, okay? Oh, did you hear Marcus Smart? Okay, he lit a fire under their ass. There's that instant gratification there against Stephen Smith. They lit a fire under his ass. Where's the fire under his goddamn ass? They won a couple of games, close games, okay? Now they're right back to where they started, okay?
All right, what I want
They're going nowhere. Wait, they're going to hang around 500. Then they're going to probably get hot a little bit towards the end of the year. They're going to make the playoffs, okay? And maybe they'll get some dingbat team that's almost as bad as they are. The best they can do is make the playoffs and win the first round. That's the best they're going. All right? And it doesn't do it. They say get rid of Brown, get rid of Smart. They're going nowhere unless they get rid of the coach. The coach isn't an NBA coach, and Brad Stevens needs to go back to Butler. Otherwise, we are going absolutely nowhere. End of story.
All right. Wow, that's unbelievable. So, we didn't really touch upon how everyone's talking about the trap game with the Patriots. That's kind of what I want to get into. Everyone's saying the Patriots are going to smoke the Falcons.
It's a trap game?
Trap game.
A trap game is for a team that has had some success. How can the Patriots, okay, who were under 500 last year, they started the season off 1-4. They've won 4 in a row?
Yeah.
They are on fire. They're playing tremendous.
Which is, I think, the most that Belichick's ever won without Brady. That makes sense.
A trap game is for a successful team over a period of time that takes its opponent lightly because they've had so much success and they've constantly beaten all these teams, not just week after week, but year after year. Okay, like the Patriots. The Patriots have gotten caught under Brady's regime on some trap games. Yeah, they're 12-4. They get caught in a trap game. In the last game of the season against Miami a few years ago, they get caught in that trap game. They don't lose. They win that game on the road down there against that stupid team. They get a first-round bye. Instead, they got to go play Tennessee at home. That's on Belichick. They fell flat that game. A trap game is for a very, very successful team, okay, to take it easy on a game that they think they win. The Pats, the Dallas Cowboys, they can't. What have the Dallas Cowboys won in the last 25 years? There's no trap games for them. San Francisco 49ers, how can they have a trap game? The only party that can have a trap game out there right now that has earned a trap game is Tampa Bay, Kansas City. They're the only teams. Maybe Green Bay a little bit, okay. Otherwise, what has Baltimore won with him? They've won nothing with him. What have the Chargers won? Okay. What have the Buffalo Bills won? How can they sit there and say Jacksonville was a trap game for Buffalo? Buffalo hadn't beaten anybody before that game. Before they played Jacksonville, they had 5 wins. The opponent's records, their 5 wins against teams that were like 9-30. The Bills haven't proven anything. They had a nice little lead last year. They've fallen flat on their ass. Matter of fact, the most disappointing team in the entire NFL is Baltimore. Everybody them having the AFC, they have beaten absolutely nobody. Trap game. Okay, I get a kick out of this, okay? You know, if I was coaching the Patriots tonight, I'd sit there and say, what do you mean? You think we got a trap game? Trap game? Look what Buffalo did against Jacksonville. Look what Baltimore did against Miami. Look how Denver kicked Dallas's ass up and down the field. Look what's happened to the Rams. Okay, they said the Rams ran into some trap games. The Rams have won nothing. Okay, this thing about trap games.
Rams are still my favorite.
Wait,
I still think the Rams are going to
First of all, any announcer in this entire country that said the Patriots, I've heard this all week long about this trap game. I haven't heard one goddamn announcer, one damn columnist or anybody sit there and say, how can the Patriots ever have a trap game? They don't deserve to have a trap game. They haven't won. They've proven nothing. A trap game. If they were playing Brockton High School tomorrow, maybe that might be a trap game. Brockton High School. Well, maybe, I'll give them. If they were playing Boston College, that might be a trap game. There isn't a team on the NFL today that is a trap game for the Patriots. It's a joke. It's a joke. No trap game. If they lose to Atlanta tonight, and they're on the rise, I don't believe it's going to happen because I think Belichick's been around a long time, and I think he's thrown into their face. Look what happened to Buffalo. Look what Jacksonville. Look what happened to Baltimore. Look what happened to Dallas. Okay, they don't deserve. Okay, the trap game. Okay, what's Mac Jones thinks he's back at Alabama? Alabama never had a trap game. Their trap games were against what? Division II schools. They win by 50 points. Now, there's no trap game thing, and I don't think they're going to fall. I don't think anyone that even brings up the fact that it's a trap game doesn't understand football. Okay, you have to earn a right to have a trap game. The Patriots haven't earned a right to have a trap game yet. That's why I don't know what the country's talking about. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's you young guys. You're getting
agree.
caught up in this crap. You agree with this?
What are we, 6-4?
It was 6-4.
Why would we have a trap game?
No, hold it. If we were 6-4,
I think we might lose.
No, if this was Tom Brady, and we were 6-4, and we've won 4 Super Bowls in the last 8 years, and we've had a couple of bad games, okay, maybe there's a trap game.
Comparing the Falcons to like the Lions right now too, who are 0-8-1. I don't know why.
First of all, the Falcons, I don't know. If Patterson,
they're not good.
If Patterson doesn't play tonight, wait. First of all, any game that Matt Ryan's in, okay, he's the most underrated quarterback of all time. Okay, he hasn't had good. 1 year he has a good offense, no defense. When he gets a defense, he's got no receivers. Okay, let me tell you, if Matt Ryan had played for the Patriots in the last 15, 16 years, he'd have 2 Super Bowls, if not 3. I love Matt Ryan behind you. He'd have 2 or 3 Super Bowls. I'll tell you, there's only one chance Alabama's got tonight. Ryan. That's it. Ryan's
Alabama?
There's only one chance that
the Falcons?
Atlanta Falcons got tonight. Ryan's good. If I was the coach of the Falcons, I'd throw the ball 62 times tonight. 62 times.
Wow.
60. I wouldn't even bother running the ball. But let's get off this trap game. I've talked about it way too long. I'm giving credibility to trap games. There's no trap game.
All right, no more trap game. Topic number 2. I like this topic. I don't know how much you have to talk about it, but Cam Newton's return.
Oh, God. I forgot all about that. Oh, my God.
He had 2 touchdowns. He had a rushing TD the moment he got in the game, and then he had a passing TD.
Oh, my God.
Cam Newton's my dude.
Cam Newton.
Shut up, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton had a great career in college. He had a great career in Carolina. Whether it's injuries, old age, or his demeanor, he was all done before he came to the Patriots. He came to the Patriots last year. We all know what he did. Again, you could get the who's the guy that played for Florida? Tebow. Tebow could have come in. Carolina's playing last week. On the first set of downs, the starting quarterback brings him down to the 3, 4, 5 yard line. Okay, Tebow could have come in there at quarterback, ran around right in and tossed a little pass over there. What did he do? He ran in 3 or 4 yards. Okay, keep in mind.
Could you have made both of those plays?
I could have made. But I can remember. Didn't Cam Newton do that a few times last year with the Patriots inside the red zone? Okay, he was a threat to run the ball in. Okay, so what did he do? First of all, that quarterback I was scared to death. I thought after he ran that ball in and threw that pass, he was going to continue to play the rest of the game. That game was won by I don't even know who the backup quarterback is there at Carolina. I don't even know who he was. But he moved that team up and down the field. So much so, you didn't really even see Cam Newton after that. Kudos to the coach. He brought him in here. Nobody ever thought, oh, here comes Cam Newton, okay? Nobody ever thought he was going to run that first down. He ran around right in. Nobody was there. Then he got a wide open receiver. Cam Newton is all done as a quarterback. For all intents and purposes.
This is like his last year, you think?
No, somebody who might pick him up. Hey, I like Cam Newton as a person. Kudos to him. I can't believe the contract he signed. I don't know. I think he got like a $2 or $3 million bonus or something. $1 million or $2 million bonus, and he signed for like $9 million and $5 or $6 million guaranteed. He can make another $3 million. Oh, kudos to him. Okay, I think the backup quarterback right now is better than him. And the reason that he got cut in preseason this year is because during all of the practices, first of all, he came to camp, and the first thing he started was that last year was an up and down year. I wasn't there long enough between COVID and the bubble. I never got into anything, this and that. He was making all these different excuses. It's the same excuse that he could give, every other quarterback in the league could have given. They were all in a bubble, everything else, new team. During the preseason, the reason that Jones got it is because they saw him in practice. He was still throwing balls into the dirt. He was throwing guys out. He was throwing to James White out in the flat, throwing the ball into the dirt. Okay, and if he threw the ball 15, 20 yards down the field, he was throwing it 5 yards over the head. So Belichick was watching him in practice, and he said he's still throwing balls into the dirt. And he, on the 5 to 6 yard passes, they were going into the dirt. And any pass over 15 to 20 yards was sailing 8 yards over their head. So he knew it was gone. He knew he was gone. And he also saw what he had in Jones. I feel bad for Cam Newton. Can he come in and maybe do what that backup guy was doing for New Orleans for
Hill.
Hill.
Yeah.
Hill, the backup quarterback there. He came in and he'd come in up and he'd run on 3rd and 7. He'd do the shotgun there. Okay, and I think maybe he can do stuff like that. I think that Cam Newton is capable of coming in on a 3rd down. Okay, and running around running around right in for the. He's not a starting quarterback. He's incapable of throwing 15, 20, 30, 40 passes. Cam Newton's career is over. Sad to say, his arm is gone. His arm is gone, dead as a doornail. Otherwise, he would have been the starting quarterback for the Patriots. Yeah, dead, gone. Sad to say it, but you'll see some spots. Yeah, you will not see Cam Newton go out there. You hear it right here. You might see Cam Newton come in and run another touchdown, throw a little short pass. The days of Cam Newton rushing for over 100 yards in a game, and the days of Cam Newton, okay, throwing for 200 or 300 yards are gone and done with. See you later. Can't run, can't win. NFL quarterback gone. Done.
Gonzo. Sorry, Cam. Love ya. All right. Topic number 3. Chuck, are you sold on the Warriors, or is it too early to tell?
I got to catch myself here because, I'm a big proponent of people with this instant gratification. Okay,
Yes, you are.
like people all of a sudden got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavaliers got hot. They won some games. Here they are. People got actually the two probably the Cavaliers and the Warriors are the two teams that have a record that nobody ever expected. Okay, Cavaliers have lost in a couple games recently, but that's because their big man Allen has been out injured. Okay, I think Cleveland's for real. I like their coach over there. I think they're for real. There's no superstars, and they're all playing like equals. So look out for Cleveland. Cleveland's going to make the playoffs. Cleveland Cavaliers will be in the playoffs, and before the season, they weren't anywhere near there. Mark it. Cavaliers make the playoffs.
We'll mark it.
All right. The question was, are the Warriors for real?
I mean, everyone has them as pretty much winning it already this year. Everyone had, I think it was like a 75% chance that the Nets were going to win. And they just smoked the Nets.
Before the season started.
It's the Nets.
Okay. Golden State was not in the top 5, 6, 7. Okay. Before the season started, I haven't looked at this, but I guarantee you the Nets were considered ahead of them. Okay. I guarantee you the Bucks were considered ahead of them. The Lakers were considered ahead of them. The Clippers might have even been considered ahead of them.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not quite sure where Denver fell in there. Okay. And I'm going back to the East over here. Philadelphia. Clearly, the Nets, Philadelphia, and Milwaukee, and clearly the Lakers. And who else am I missing over there? Who else am I missing over there?
Did you say the Nets?
The Nets. There were 5 or 6 teams that were considered, again, before the season started, the Nets were more of a favorite than the Warriors. The Bucks were. The 76ers were. Okay. The Warriors were not in the top 5 or 6 there. Okay. Now the season's underway. I don't think what the Golden State's doing is any instant gratification. This isn't like Steve Curry is doing what he's done for years, but only better.
Steve Curry, I like that.
What? Steph. I call him Steven. Steph. I call him Steven.
Stephen.
I call him Steven. I still call him Stephen Curry. He's Steph. I'll call him Steven tomorrow, the next day, whatever. But Curry, right? It's not like Curry. Curry has lifted his game to a different level. This is no.
It's his brother. You seen his brother's stats?
His brother's doing tremendous.
Yeah, he's got like the best stats in the league right now.
Yeah, what a
So
family.
it was something crazy.
What a family that. All right, now, if you told me before the season started, I thought I had Golden State in the top 3 in the league before the season started, but I didn't understand. I thought Thompson was going to start the season off. I didn't know he wasn't coming back until sometime in maybe January at the earliest. Okay, so I had them. I had Golden State hanging around a few games over 500 and maybe picking up the momentum once Thompson come back. But I'll tell you right now.
Well, the thing is, Curry's on another level. They've had Wiggins. Wiggins, he wasn't playing up to par, but now he's playing very good. Draymond's just, that key piece.
Draymond is Draymond.
Holds it all together.
There's Wiggins. There's another guy on that team, to Wiggins. There's somebody else there that's putting up some points and some shots. Okay, right now, Curry. What Curry's doing is not instant gratification. I believe he's going to continue to do it. I mean, I saw the game. They won 9, 10 in a row, whatever it was, and then they lost to Charlotte. Okay, and I said, I don't know, maybe they're on the. They went on the road, and they had a series over there. Excuse me, 1 second.
1 second. Gotta check the flip phone.
Okay, so, but.
So
Then they turned around. They are for real. Let me tell you, they're for real. As a matter of fact, okay, I think without Klay Thompson, they've got the capabilities right now. And I would have never said this before the season started. Curry is in a mode here right now that I don't think he's going to lose. I mean, I saw some of the threes he was shooting up the other day. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And you think they're even going to get better with Klay, obviously,
now,
right?
I think Curry's going to continue to play the way he is. What Draymond Green is doing, he's playing within his game, which I like. He's playing within his game.
Which Marcus Smart.
And by the way, Draymond, if you've seen him so far, he's done less arguing. We're only 12 games into the season, 15. Okay, I'm not even sure. I haven't even heard about any of his technicals yet. I don't even know. I don't know if he has any. By this time,
because they're playing so well.
Well, I don't know, but
it's like the Lakers.
No. Draymond Green got technicals when they won. So when Durant was there, he got technicals his whole life. He's gotten technicals his whole life. I mean, I don't know what's happened to him. Okay, maybe he's got I don't know if he's married, got a new girlfriend or something. But I'll tell you right now, his composure is so much better. He's playing so much within his game.
You see, like Anthony Davis, he just got married and he's getting thrown out of games.
Yeah. The question is, are the Warriors for real? Right now, the Warriors are seriously for real. Do I think, as constituted right now, can they win it all? No. But if Klay Thompson comes back, and obviously they're being very guarded here, if Klay Thompson comes back, and he is the Klay Thompson of old, they win the NBA championship. Wow. They win the NBA championship, okay? Because right now, can you imagine... They may at that point in time have the 2 best 3-point shooters in the league. And I'll tell you, watching the other game, they're throwing 2 guys out there at Curry. There's no way in the world you can guard Thompson and Curry. If Thompson's going off the wall shooting threes, you can throw 2 guys at him over there. Okay, so he's going to make. So he's going to pass to the wing, and then Klay Thompson's going to be wide open. If Klay Thompson comes back and he's 90%, 80% of what he was before, they may be impossible to beat. I think they need another defender up front.
Well, they have what's his name? The guy they just drafted. He's injured. He's supposed to be coming back.
Oh,
is it Wiseman? I think it's Wiseman.
Oh yeah, wait,
something like that.
Yeah, and if he comes back, okay, and if Green can do what he's doing, and Wiggins playing within his game right now again. I don't see anybody out in the West. Denver's up in Dallas is all over the place. Denver is all over the place. The Clippers are all over the place.
The Lakers are
the Lakers are all over the place. Okay, I mean, just think about what Golden State has done without Klay Thompson. So are they for real? You got to be kidding me. And it's, by the way, it's not like, oh my God, this team is all of a sudden they're off the wall because somebody's doing something they've never done before. We're looking at Curry. This is no different than than some of the teams that LeBron James has been on. He's been traded to a team. You know what I mean? And look what he's done. I mean, Curry, it's not like he's going to all of a sudden fall apart. There's just way too much history there. He is going to continue. He looks like he's in the best shape of his life. Okay, I don't know. I have no idea what his percentages are. I'm going to make this statement. To me, just from a distance, looking at some of the games, it looks like he's shooting the 3 points as better as he's ever shot. If Thompson comes back and Clay can start to go to and Curry can start to drive to the hoop a little bit, this guy can go to the hoop. Okay, and if they can start playing off each other, I want to see Curry when Thompson comes back. I think Curry can continue to put those points up. He's going to have to go to the hoop a little bit more.
And drive and kick.
Okay,
play. I mean, that's unstoppable.
I will say this. I was not a big fan of Steve Kerr. I thought Steve Kerr won because he had the players, and all these big three go to places like this right now. But boy, I got to give him a pat on the back. He was patient last year, and he's got that team playing. And by the way, they play some defense. Okay, Curry's not the greatest defensive player in the world, but let me tell you right now, he can play some offense and they're playing some defense. Golden State is for real. They're my pick to win it all. Is if Thompson comes back and he can average his 20 points. If Thompson comes back and puts up his 20 points a game, they're the NBA champs. End of story.
Wow. All right, let's move on to the next topic. This is a big one. Who has a better chance of winning their next ring? Tom Brady or LeBron James?
What? Who?
Tom Brady or LeBron James?
Winning a ring?
Winning a ring.
What's burning over there? Anything?
Jackie, anything burning over there? Let's see if anything's burning down the house.
Yeah, my swordfish better not be burning. So let me ask you this, so you're saying...
Who has a better chance of getting their next ring?
So is Tom Brady going to win a Super Bowl before LeBron wins his ring there?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Give me about 15 seconds here. Tom Brady, LeBron James. I'm going to guess that I could be wrong. I'm going to guess that 90% of the country would probably say LeBron James. And I'm not going against LeBron James just because of that. I'm not going to be one of these writers that want to make some outrageous statement. And if I'm right, I look like a hero. And if I'm wrong, nobody even remembers it. Okay, I'm going to go with Tom Brady, and I'll tell you why.
All right, Tom Brady.
I'm going to go with Tom Brady because number one, I think that LeBron.
Are we looking on camera, Jackie?
I think that LeBron is going to have a problem. He's got a bunch of washed-up veterans over there at the Lakers, and I don't know who.
You probably think his best chance is this year,
well,
right?
First of all, I thought Anthony Davis. I was listening on the radio driving around today, and there was some WEI had some national guy on there, and he was talking about the Lakers were playing. I'm trying to think of who they played. They lost the other night to the Bucks. They lost last night to the Bucks. And who's the big guy for the Bucks there?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So Giannis put up 47 points. The guy said it wasn't the 47 points. He said Giannis decided he was going to take this game into a low post and he was going to play good old-fashioned basketball. This national guy watching it said Anthony Davis wanted no part of that. He wanted a finesse game, and Giannis wanted a physical game. He said Anthony Davis backed off, wanted no part of it, didn't want to bump and bang with him at all, okay? Anthony Davis wanted to sit outside, didn't go underneath, okay? He wants no part of it. Anthony Davis has decided at this point in time that he's a prima donna. He didn't want to bang with Giannis, and I'm listening to that. LeBron James is one of the top 5 players of all time. Let's go get into that. He's clearly one of the top 5 players. I think at this point in time, I think that Tom Brady, who's probably 8 years older than LeBron, works harder in the offseason than LeBron James. I think during the offseason, Tom Brady is working just as hard. I think LeBron James wants to win another championship, but I don't think he's willing to put in the time like Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady's putting in just as much time and effort that he did 10 years ago. All right, I think LeBron James is Tom Brady's got his businesses, but I don't think Tom Brady allows his businesses to take away from his routine. I think LeBron James allows his businesses today. And by the way, he's one of the greatest players of all time. If he never wins again, he doesn't need to. But the question was, are they going to win? So I'm not knocking LeBron James here at all, okay? But I think that when the season ends, between his business interests and he's watching his son, he wants his son to get to the NBA. There's no doubt about it, okay? Which I don't blame him at all. So I don't think LeBron's focus is there. I think when he goes onto the court, he wants to win as bad as he ever did. But I don't think off the court, he's as focused and he's as prepared. That being said, I think, and plus the team he's on, I like Rondo. I like some of those guys over there. They got A.V. Bradley, they got Rondo, they got these guys. A lot of guys who are all on the downside. And the big thing right now is that after hearing what this guy said about Davis in this game, Davis has to be the star of that team. Davis is going to be the guy that puts up 32 points. Davis has got to grab 14 rebounds. Okay, he's got 7 or 8 years on LeBron. He has to be the catalyst. Okay, I don't think he's the catalyst. He should be the number one guy on that team. LeBron should be supplement to him, and LeBron cannot carry this team like he did with Cleveland and Miami and his teams. Can't happen. Tom Brady is more focused right now today. I'm not sure if either one of them will ever win again. But if you ask me, Tom Brady, hands down, wants to put the effort in to winning behind the scenes more than James is willing to do. Hands down, Tom Brady. They both may never win again, but let me say this. I'll say this right now. LeBron James will never win another one. Wow. LeBron James will never. Tom Brady might not, but I think he has a better chance. But LeBron will never win another one. That's no disrespect to him because he's older. He's got some financial things going on. Tom Brady's got financial things all over his life. Tom Brady's had financial things going on forever and ever. If Tom Brady's was supposed to do 100 sit-ups and 100 push-ups, he's doing those before he does business. LeBron's taking some business things ahead of him. End of story, Tom Brady.
Wow.